uncovered you in all of your ways, destroying what's left with your foolish games. You push us all down to take this away, this dream we still have. You can't take this away.
No! Good evening and welcome back to Zero X Media and Design here on YouTube. We are back at Nashville Nashville Super Speedway. With me in the booth is Adam Gladfelter, aka the Glad Dad. Adam, what's up, man?
Man, long work day, long work week. Glad to be back on a Thursday night at Nashville Super Speedway.
Hashtag work
Very
life.
challenging track.
Yeah, we've seen the drivers and how important tire wear was, or tire conservation was Tuesday night. And then I think they're going to have their hands full tonight with that, like probably 3 times worse. There's a lot more power in these cars that they're running, so a little more tire slippage on exit, so we'll see who can do that. Let's talk about your chase for the playoffs right now. First place in this series, Chase Stimpley. Second place, Eric Johnson. Third, Richard Keene. Fourth, Brian Welchel. Up 2 spots this week, Brian Zemer. Sixth place, Anthony Bennett. Charles Wilson is in 7th. 8th is Adam Keene, no relation to Richard Keene. 9th place goes to Drew Kuhn, also tied with him for 9th. So rounding out the top 10, Ronnie Welchel. Got both Welchels in the top 10 looking to get into the playoffs. Remember, I think we got 3 races left, and then we have our first playoff run, our first playoff race. So, yeah. Pretty excited to be here tonight. Our featured driver of the evening, the one, the only, serial killer, a.k.a. Drew Kuhn. Tonight he's running the Frosted Mini Wheats. One of my favorite cereals. Let's pull him in here and holler at him. He said he doesn't know how many races he's going to get, so we want to feature him before he misses out on that opportunity. Hey, Drew, it's Dustin and Adam in the booth. You got us?
What's going on, gentlemen?
Oh, you know, we're just watching you out here in the Frosted Mini Wheats car. I like the angry mini wheat on the back.
I thought it was a nice touch.
Looks great, man.
I'm not quite sure anybody else is going to see it though, because man, I'm having trouble with this car on this track. It's a rough combination.
Yeah, Adam and I were just talking about that. It's gonna be tricky, saving them tires. But it looks like the track temp is a lot cooler than what it was Tuesday night. Unfortunately, you didn't get to run with us Tuesday night, so hopefully you get a good showing here tonight. Wanted to bring you in to talk about everything that you got going on. I know you pretty much sponsor yourself with the Pinnacle Wraps, so wanted to give you a chance to shout that out and everything. And then if you want to go ahead and tell the people about yourself, how long you've been on iRacing, how old you are, and all that, if you don't mind.
Well, I'm 40 years old. I've only been on iRacing since probably the second week of December. So I'm still green behind the ears, but I'm learning. This league has helped me out a lot, man. This is a great group of guys that we run with, and they've helped me out tremendously. This being forced to run this Gen4 car has helped me out tremendously as well. Other than that, I mean, I got Pinnacle Wraps. When you run a Pinnacle, you drive distinction. Take care of a few drivers out here when it comes to Pinnacle Wraps, and I sponsor the Slap Wagon, who's right here in front of me, actually.
Spin him one time.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
And, yeah, I'm from Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Nice. And if somebody's wanting to get a wrap, I know you got different places. How can they get a hold of you?
You can find me on TikTok at drewc.mx or on Twitch at drewcmx. I do have a Pinnacle Wraps Facebook page as well. We'll have to get back to how I can be found on that, because whenever I type in Pinnacle Wraps, it's not showing up for some reason. And then if you've got Discord, I don't know if you can search Discord or not, but if you can search Discord, you can search Pinnacle Wraps. And it may or may not pop up.
Or if you really want and you can't figure out a way to get a hold of him, you can reach out to myself here on YouTube or on our Facebook page, and I'll get you in touch with Drew. But so, being a new driver, what's the biggest thing that you've learned? What's the key?
And strategy. Before this league, I had no idea about strategy as far as fuel management, tire management. Of course, they force us to have some type of tire strategy and tire management by giving us a limited amount each race. And just overall throttle and brake control as well, man. I've learned so much just being a part of this league.
And I'm not so good with these cars, but I have a feeling like these cars make you a better driver. Adam, what do you have for the serial killer?
Man, the big thing tonight, Drew, is, getting out of the corner. Not spinning your tires and just trying to maintain that tire where, I'm looking at the board, you've got speed out there. So, you got a good shot for a good solid top 10.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for, but man, this car is just a different beast to try to tame. It's extremely loose out here on the track, or at least as I get loose coming out of 2 right there. At least for me, it is. But yeah,
Man,
it's going to be a fun race.
We've watched you. This is going on week 5 here. We've watched you, and I honestly have no clue why you don't have more confidence in yourself as a driver. Because you perform week in and week out. So just stay calm behind the wheel tonight. It's gonna be some hard racing like we saw Tuesday night. We had a pack of 9 cars or 9 trucks back there that couldn't get away from one another.
Yeah, it looked like it was a lot of fun too, man. I hated that I had to miss it.
Well, you're here tonight, and just stay calm behind the wheel and make good choices. Be easy on the throttle and the brakes, and man, you're gonna do fine. You do every week, so.
Oh yeah, and
we've got confidence in you.
Well, it's not a lack of confidence. I know I'm not as fast as some of these guys. Some of these guys have been doing this for years. My main goal every week is just to come out and try to finish in one piece. Have respect for everybody else. If I'm slower, get out of the way, let them go.
Oh, now come on, don't do all that. We need to show.
I just try to look good doing it.
That's right.
Especially with the fresh cereal wrap every week.
We love that. Gives us something to talk about, so we appreciate that.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I enjoy doing it, so.
And you're making a lot of these other drivers look good, man. Well, we appreciate you talking to us here before the race starts and for being our featured driver of the evening. So we'll give you the opportunity to go ahead and give out your shout-outs just in case you don't make the top 3 tonight.
The only thing I really have to shout out, man, is Pinnacle Wraps and Outcast Motorsports. This league, it's just phenomenal. These guys will help you in any way that they can, and that's tremendous. That's tremendous.
It's a really good group of guys. Well, Drew, thanks again for talking to us, and we want to wish you the best of luck tonight.
I guess I should shout out 0X as well, because y'all do a hell of a job in the booth. Y'all do a good job in the booth. My bad, gentlemen, my bad.
Oh, you're good, man.
I put it on every one of the cars. So 0X, and then, of course, George Mountain for being a sponsor of the Outcast Motorsports League as well.
Absolutely. We see the 0X there on the rocker panel. Oh yeah, we appreciate that, brother. And good luck again, and we'll talk to you later.
All right, man. We'll catch y'all.
See you, buddy.
See ya.
Drew Kuhn, everybody, a.k.a. the Serial Killer. Right now, though, Chase Stimpley, your points leader, is rocking the fastest time in his slap wagon. Chase, we talk about him every week, it seems like. The guy's a wheelman.
Yeah, he is. He's definitely a wheel man. I'm looking up here, and we've got a new face up here, second fastest in practice. Chase barely beat him out, which is Terry Litweiler. He really thrives in these Gen 4 cars.
Yeah, we seen Terry Tuesday night. He was rocking a new paint scheme in the Serta. Tonight he's in the 71. What's he got on this car? I can't see it right now with the camera angle. Let's go with a different camera. The Beauty Black. Beauty Rest Black. So another Serta scheme. Man, that looks good.
Yeah, it does. I like the white faded to black.
Drew's keeping these guys nice here.
Man, it looks like we got another driver joining us tonight for the first time, which is Jason Anderson.
Jason Anderson, we've seen him in the chat with us here. And yeah, he's got this 28 fire department coffee. I have to check me out some of that.
I mean, it seems like he's learning the track. I'm not sure if he's been on this track and this combination of car. He's a little loose center off. So it looks like he's struggling right now, but I think he'll learn.
Yeah.
Just how to control this beast.
For sure. And then we have, who else is out here? Anthony Bennett in the Signature 7. But let's go ahead and get our anthem underway here. Take it away, Mariah.
Oh,
so early we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts where you watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets crackling, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
And we're back. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks to all the veterans out there. We appreciate you. Thanks for watching. We got a bunch of people here. Already people in the chat. Mr. Johnson says, we live. Let's go. Best in the biz right here. 0X Media on top. And then Brandon Brock, let's go. He said, I will be running with the Gen 4. The Gen 4s as well starting next week as long as I get out of work in time. Well, we hope to see you out here as we enjoy calling the race while you're in it on Tuesday nights. And that's it. Practice is over just like that.
Yep. Time for qualifying. Chase, he's not a qualifier, but let's see. We had a talk with him last week. Let's see if he qualifies.
I don't know. Fastest on track tonight. So we'll see what he's
We need to
got.
get Eric Johnson up front. You know, he needs to be qualifying. You know, we need these guys to be putting down these times. You know,
Ryan Eberhard taken to the track.
although it is fun watching them come from the back. But it seemed Dustin that Tuesday when they didn't qualify, they had a really tough time getting through the field. I mean, it took over a half the race to get through the field.
Yeah, I did. Look at the 55 out here. Looks like that's a new paint scheme possibly for him.
Yeah, he usually runs that bright pink. That's Zemer, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Tuesday nights is the Zemer mobile is pink for sure. I don't know
Yep.
about Gen4s, but I like this blue and white.
I think we didn't see a whole lot of him at Homestead Road Course B, but he was running that blue 55, I do believe.
Our featured drivers out there now. Right now, he's got the fastest 30.80. That's 5/10 off the fastest in practice. So not a bad lap, but Terry Litweiler says, not so bad. Not so fast, Mr. Killer.
That's a quick lap right there from Terry.
Brian Zemer said, no, I'll take it.
Man, that's a quicker lap. Look at that.
Jason Anderson currently in fourth. Ryan Eberhard, he should be coming to the line here directly, get his first lap in. Adam Keene in fourth. Max Anderson to fifth for now. Ronnie Welchel out here in the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds car. Look at this beautiful thing.
There he is. I'm so glad he made it tonight. He joined late in practice.
You know, while we're on it, I know you guys love hearing it, so let's talk about it. GeorgiaMountainFairgrounds.com. Go hit that up. Take a look at what they got going on. The All Nashville Roadshow, April 11th. And then, do I say it? Do I dare say it? I'll say it. The Rhododendron Festival. Yeah. April 12th through May 11th. You can go check that out. And then they got that big old spring yard sale, April 18th through the 19th. And then coming up in May, the Hiawassee Rodeo, Hiawassee Pro Rodeo. That's May 24th and 25th. Head on over there. Get your tickets today. While we're on the sponsors, man, shout out to Outcast Motorsports for having 0X along for the ride. We really appreciate it. Charles Wilson out here in the 57. Different rendition of the truck that he runs. Got the Black Hawk on the side. The 0X on the side. Come on. Brandon Brock, anytime you see me on the track, you got to ask yourself, how is he going to screw up this week? No, man, you do just fine. But that's how I feel when I drive.
See if Charles Wilson can make that time better, and he does. He moves from 6th to 3rd on the board.
Eberhard, he knocked
Not
off
a
second
bad-
place. He's in second now.
Yeah, not a bad lap from Wilson.
Josh Newman in the 01 out here. Drew, you got to reach out to Josh. You got to get him hooked up with a scheme here, brother. This could be all we see qualify. I don't see anybody else out on the track just yet.
No, it's just the 01 as of now.
Timmy in the chat saying, let's go, Charles. That's Charles' biggest fan right there. Come on.
We still got 5 minutes left in qualifying, unless they move it up to the race, which they haven't been doing. But we will see.
Charles Wilson Fan Club. Hashtag 001, baby.
All right, looks like the 53 just gridded up to run his qualifying lap,
Brian B-Dubs
which is the
Quelcho.
B-Dubs. Yeah. Oh, no, we didn't like that. He spun the tires, so of course they gave him a black flag. He's got to reset the car. Here he goes. Man, I watched him in practice. He did pretty good. I think he's gonna have a top 5 qualifying time.
I think so. He's definitely a contender in this series and the other
Oh,
series for
absolutely.
that. Like he's another wheel man. Like all these guys,
Every
great
one of them.
drivers.
Every one of them's a fantastic driver. I mean, they handle, between the trucks and the Gen4s, those two completely different vehicles. And, we've only had a handful of cautions this whole season. So hats off to those guys on their driving skills.
And next week, the guys are putting you in for a treat. If you like door-to-door racing, side-by-side, short tracks, they're going to Bristol Motor Speedway next Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday night in the trucks, Thursday night in the Gen 4s. That'll be some good racing. I've never seen these cars race at Bristol. Of course, like I said, I don't race them that much, but you could only imagine it's going to get wild.
Looks like B-Dub's sitting P3 right now, really close to the top spot.
Yeah,
I mean, only 800s.
second and third, like pretty much the same exact time. It's down to the thousandths.
And he didn't increase his time on the second lap. But yeah, it's 8 thousandths of a second off the pole for B-Dub. So good job for him. I told you he's going to be a top 5.
Josh Newman on top right now. Still got Chase, Eric, Anthony, and Kale have not qualified yet. But we've seen Eric Johnson say he's not about that qualifying life. So, because he said it doesn't matter if he wins or loses. It's all about the fun and the experience. And I definitely see that with this group of guys. I see victory lane there in the middle. It'd be nice if the drivers could drive to that. But iRacing needs to update it to where every track they can. Brandon Brock in the chat. I am never one to call his shot, especially at Bristol, because it's so unpredictable. But I will say, if I can avoid trouble, I feel pretty good about it. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's right, Brandon.
Brandon Brock, a.k.a. Babe Ruth over here.
Perseverance on a track like Bristol or Martinsville or Richmond, you stand a huge shot at the end.
Oh, yeah. 18 people watching. Appreciate you guys.
Listening to Eric Johnson give the drivers meeting. He said, "Long race, be patient." Damn, man, that's what this league's all about.
Yes.
Everyone is give and take.
Let us in on that drivers meeting. What else are they talking about?
That's really all I heard was just be patient. Give plenty of room.
Simple and to the point.
That's it. That's really all he had to say.
But you know what? Tomorrow, Friday. We made it, everyone.
Oh man.
We made it to another end of the week.
I love Fridays.
I love Fridays until I don't.
I'm happy from the start of Friday to the end of Friday.
Well, it just depends on how the workday goes. The drivers are gritting up. Josh Newman on the pole.
Let's get it.
Let's get it, he says, and All right, take it away.
As Drew Coon says, AC/DC time.
That's right.
For the most famous words in motorsports, the star of Universal Pictures movie, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your
Ladies and gentlemen, 14 drivers will take the grid tonight. Your pole winner, Joshua Newman. Brian Ziemer in second. Brian Welchel in third. Ryan Everhard in fourth. Charles Wilson in fifth. Terry Litweiler out of Illinois is in sixth. Drew the Serial Killer Coon, seventh. Eighth goes to Adam Keene. Ronnie Welchel in ninth. Jason Anderson in 10th. 11th goes to Chase Stimpley. 12th is Eric Johnson. 13th, Anthony Bennett. Cale Peterson in 14th.
Of course, you got to shout out the Illinois guys. He said Terry Litweiler from Illinois.
Oh, Adam
Also
Keene,
Adam Keene.
Illinois.
Got to shout out the Illinois boys.
I myself from Illinois as well.
I'm sure my father-in-law's in here watching too. He's also from Illinois.
Let's take a look at the track, Tim. Tonight, they're starting off with a cooler track than Tuesday night. 87 degrees on the track, 71 in the air, 91% humidity, 13-mile-an-hour wind.
It is 20 degrees cooler track temp tonight than it was Tuesday night. 20 degrees. That's a big difference. And here we go. The pace car is off. And we're going to get Joshua Newman to lead us to the green flag. Barney's got the flag out in the air. Barney's waving the green flag. Joshua Newman's already out to a 4-car length lead.
Everhard in the wall.
Third one. Got some side-by-side battling going on back here for 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Chase Stimpley already moving up really quickly to the field.
As he wastes no time, Newman loose on the exit. 2.
He's going to look like he lost that position to Brian Ziemer.
Welchel looking to take over that second place spot from Newman.
Looks like Ronnie Welcher just picked up a spot from Charles Wilson. He was a little loose on the exit of 4. Chase Stimpley's on rails.
Stimpley looking around, get around Drew Coon.
The runoff he's got on the exit, Dustin, is just unbelievable. Look at this.
Look at his hands inside the cockpit. Let's go on board with him. Timmy says Illinois represent. Illinois here as well, says Brandon Brock. Wes Stanger says let's go number 18. Phantom AC/DC will get you fired up no matter if you're a racer or not. And let's go, Welchels. But watch Stinfley's hands here. He's fighting it.
Get a little loose. Yep. He was underneath the 5 of Ryan Eberhard, so he had to cut it a little tight on the exit, which gets that car a little loose. Really loose, actually.
Wes says, let's go 18. Let's take a look at the 18. There he is, Eric Johnson, Springfield, Missouri. They got some pretty nasty storms earlier today. Let's go back out front to Brian Ziemer. Brian Ziemer, your leader right now. He's almost got a half-second lead. Nice 4-car battle in the back. Bennett, Wilson, Peterson, Anderson. Chase Stinfley up to 3rd already. We're not even 10 laps in, and he's up 8 spots.
Yeah, I'm watching a bunch of different lines they're running between Bennett, Wilson, and Peterson. One's in the bottom, one's in the middle, one's running the top. Just trying to get that clean air to get the car to rotate.
I'm wondering if the this aggressiveness from Stinfley's gonna hurt his tires in the long run.
Well, not necessarily, Dustin. I'm watching the lines that he's running versus someone else, some other drivers. Now, he's waiting until the nose gets pointed straight before he's on the throttle. He's getting the car pointed earlier, which is giving him a better run off. So I think he's going to lose the rears quicker than he's going to lose the front, like the right front. And some of these other cars are going to lose the right front. They're getting back on the throttle a little bit too aggressive.
That's all facts right there. We got Josh Newman back up here battling Ziemer. He wants the lead back.
Yes, he does. He's putting down some really quick lap times here. He's almost a 10th faster than Ziemer.
Kerry Stinfley in the chat. Get some fast laps and firm back slaps tonight. We almost messed that up. That could have been really higher than PG-13. Team slap and tickle, she says. That's the boss right there.
That's the boss lady.
I told her we'd bring her in for an interview, and she said, nah.
Well, Chase Stinfley won't give us his trade secrets, so maybe she will.
Man. Drew Kuhn with a little bit of a moment there. Keeps it underneath of him. He's trying to hunt down Ryan Eberhard. I hope I'm saying his name right.
He hasn't corrected us yet, so.
Ronnie Welchel getting some pressure now from Anthony Bennett. Bennett in the 7. We got then we got Cale Peterson and then 99 right behind, and he's getting pressure from Charles Wilson. Action everywhere.
Bennett's got a more narrow shot to the corner, and he exits higher than Ronnie.
Jason Anderson got his hands full. He's just falling way off. He's 2 seconds back from 13th. And I wonder if it's a strategy or if he's just got his hands full with that car. Adam Keene is in 9th place right now. He's looking to try to get back up to Eric Johnson. Josh Newman still unable to get around, but staying close enough to pounce on any mistake Ziemer may make.
He's still faster than Ziemer, but Stinfley's faster than both of them.
She said, if you really want my input, I can't let the broadcasters down.
That's right. Looks like Ziemer had a little bit of a tight issue there coming out of 4 that last lap.
14 on track, 20 in the chat. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is Outcast Motorsports Gen 4 Series.
Brought to you by 0X Media and Design.
Come on.
Well, it looks like Joshua Newman has gone from being on the offense to being on the
Stimply
defense.
just drifted around the exit. He is pushing that car to the limit.
Yeah, I told you he's got his nose straight, and he's gonna, you know, I think it's a little better to wear your rears than it is that right front, because that thing will not turn.
He's definitely driving off the rears. This is where he got drifted the last time a little bit. He's still got a little bit of a drift there. We need a better camera angle to see that.
Well, I can tell you this, Dustin. Looking from the blimp view, he's got that thing yawed out. Yeah, you can see it right there. Look at it. He's got it yawed out on the exit.
Right on the edge.
Well, it's also putting side force on the car, too. He's getting that right rear of that spoiler out in the air, so he's getting a good drive off. He's also getting down to that yellow line, too.
Litweiler looking to get around Brian Welchel. Another nice battle shaping up right here. Let me go on here and let me put up the old battle box.
Yeah, it looks like those two, Terry and Welcher, looks like they're pretty evenly matched right now as far as pace goes.
Phantom says, it's those sunglasses. And gives him at least 10 more HP. Oh, yeah.
Well, he's up to second, and he's to the bumper of the 55 right now.
You know what? Before this season's over, I'm going to go get me some Pit Vipers, and I'm going to be on camera over here with him.
Yeah, but you got to get the Stimply signature beard.
Chase Stimply takes the lead. We kind of missed that pass, but we can take a look at it real quick. Let's see it real quick. Just sets him up going into the turn and just has a nice run on the low line. Zimmer a little high, and Stimply drives it in deep.
Eastbound and down. He's gone.
He is gone. So one thing about the slap wagon, he got clean air, and he's going to be hard to catch. 20 laps in. How many laps until we get our first taker for pit road?
I think it's going to be around lap 35 or so. So about another 15 more laps.
Carrie says, make sure you get the right ones. It's the gas station Spit Vipers. Good. That means I don't have to go spend $80 on a pair of those. I bought my daughter a pair of those when she was doing the softball, and they do not hold up very well.
Yeah, but Chase is balling on a budget right now because he's trying to get that PC.
Yeah, he was thinking name brand glasses or Simrig parts. He went with the Simrig parts.
Of course. He's trying to stream on all three of the purple, red, and black, you know? And I don't blame him. He's got an audience that he needs to entertain. Man, it's pretty quiet battle out there, though, right now.
Closest battle we have right now, Ronnie Welchel and Charles Wilson.
Yeah, we still got the, looks like the 01's kind of falling close to the clutches of the 53 and the 71.
can see the battle box right there. This is for second. We'll watch how the margin grows and falls off. I think Newman's better in like this turn right here. Just a
You mean
little
turn
bit.
3 and 4?
Yes. I'm so zoomed in, I can't tell what turn they're on. Brian Welchel, he's trying to get up there to third. And he's got his hands full. Terry Litweiler all up in the mirror.
Terry fastest on the track that lap. He's still got some oomph. See, Terry's running that bottom line just like Chase Stempley. Stempley ran a 0.76. Litweiler ran a 0.72. So they're running the same line. There's grip to be had down there. And they're the only two at the bottom right now. Looks like we're on board with the 53.
Josh Newman still trying to hunt down Brian Zemer. Chase Stempley out to almost a 2-second lead already. 1.6 gap.
Couple of different lines being ran. Just trying to find that clean air and that grip. Running the same line over and over again, you'll find out that there's grip at different lanes.
Newman is probably the closest he's been.
Yes, he's running a little higher line now. He's just trying to find that grip. You know, if everyone's running the bottom, that bottom gets overheated, over rubbered. You know, let it cool down, move up, then go back down there and try it again. Just see if you gain that time. He's still right there. I mean, he could still pounce. But they're coming up on pit stop strategy, I believe. I mean, it's lap 31 now.
Phantom says, watching Stempley's Twitch stream and his ability to drive that car when it's loose is amazing. Yeah, the dude's a wheelman, for sure. Drew Kuhn was worried in the pits that he wasn't going to be doing that well. Well, 6th place, man. That ain't a bad spot. Now we got a 3-way battle back here for third.
Looks like, yeah, but it looks like the 01 got a little tight on exit up at the high side.
Well, Welchel took advantage of that.
Yes, he did. And he also lost a spot to the 71. 91 pitting this time by. 71 pitting this time by. 21 pitting this time by.
Stempley coming down pit road. Let's take a look at his speed. Terry Litweiler, Drew Kuhn, Eberhard, Anderson, Cale Peterson. I think Peterson just pitted and he's coming out now. He got the early pit.
Feels like everyone's pitting right now.
Everyone except for this guy, Eric Johnson.
Yep, Eric Johnson, he assumes the lead. That right there is the battle for the lead. 18 pitting.
He's gonna have to have
And the
one heck of
7,
a
which
pit stop.
means the 91 back out front. Nice entry by the 7. And here comes the 91 going down into turn 3 now as the 18 is getting serviced on pit road.
And he's gonna pass him. Let's see how close it's gonna be. Johnson's coming off. He's gonna have his hands full to get caught back up. Stinfley out here with his 6-second lead. Were you able to see if he took tires that time?
So Stinfley, Bennett, Johnson, Keene, Kuhn. Looks like they only took fuel only.
I'm seeing that they had a Stinfley had a just about 12-second pit stop. Zemer almost 15 seconds. Littweiler 15 seconds. So I think those two may have taken tires. So we
Stinfley had 11.1 and Eric Johnson had 11.1 also.
We should see Zemer running Stinfley down right here. Might take him a few laps.
You know, this is the same little strategy they had 2 weeks ago.
So my question is it 3 sets total or 3 plus
Yes.
the tires you start on?
I think it's 3 sets total. That's including what you started on.
Brody Farms in here. Man, Brody, haven't seen you in a while. That's Brendan Brody in the chat. We did some racing with him. Very good racer.
Super cool guy.
Says, how's it going? Man, it's going good, man. Hope you've been well.
Yeah, so Stinfley's running a 31.2. And the guys that took tires like Terry and Zemer, they're running 30.1s, 30.2s. So they're over a second faster than Stinfley. They're about to track him down.
Kel
They're
Peterson,
3 seconds back down.
he also took tires, it looks like. Ryan Eberhard, tires. And Josh Newman, also tires. So, this is what I love, the strategy part of it.
Well, if you remember 2 weeks ago, this same thing happened. Stinfley, Johnson, and Richard Keene did not take tires. And yeah, they had a big lead coming out of pit road because their pit stop was way slower, or way quicker, I mean. But the new tires tracked them down. Well, at the end of the race, the guys that got that set didn't have the set, and those 3 guys drove right back through the field and finished 1, 2, and 3.
That's right. It's so
Stinfley,
basically
very loose right now.
they have to go like a whole stint with no tires, like one stint.
Yeah, that's right. Whole fuel run, yeah. Which was about lap 32, 33. But yeah, Stinfley's got that car yawed out. He's wheeling it. Very loose on the exit. I think he actually touched the wall there coming out of 2.
Wrong button. Look at him. See in the mirror, Zemer coming on strong. Definitely fighting that wheel, boy.
Yes, he is. He's not going to stand a chance to Zemer on those fresh tires.
Not
He
at
is
all.
going to go down. He is going to go down. Oh, and Zemer gets into Stinfley.
Hold it together, dang old son.
Stinfley went down for the aero block. Well, it may not have been an intentional aero block, but Stinfley went down to run his line. Zemer was going to do the same thing, and they just kind of met on the same part of the track.
That's giving Litweiler a chance to catch up here, but Zemer's going to
Yep.
look for it again. By the
Zemer's
way,
showing him.
hold on. I'll get to I'll get to the chat in a moment. We got a lot of action on the track. Zemer got the pressure all over him.
Yep. Zemer's showing him, hey, I want the bottom. I want the bottom. I want the inside. And the 91 not giving it to him. So Zemer's going to try the outside this time. Try to cut under, and he
Might have
does.
it
He
here.
gets to the rear quarter panel of the 91. 91's got the high run, though, on the outside.
Whoa!
Serious blocking. Oh, Zemer's going
He
high.
drove it in deep.
And Litweiler on the inside of Zemer. Litweiler going by. He's not gonna clear him. Three-car battle. Oh, Zemer using Stinfley as a pick on the inside.
Yeah, he did. Zemer rolls to the outside. He's going to take the lead. Stinfley holding in second. Litweiler had caught up. It makes me wonder if Zemer burned up
Nice
some
job.
tires trying to get around him. Maybe
Oh,
Litweiler
absolutely,
can
Dustin.
take advantage of that.
Absolutely.
All right.
Litweiler cut it low, trying to get on Stinfley here.
Now let's get to the chat real quick. We said Brendan Brody said looking forward to the ARCA League if you ever get that started in the future. Yeah, I think we're gonna try to get that going. It'll be late like Saturday night, and I'm thinking about making it a free league. But yeah, I'll keep you posted, man. Just keep an eye out in the Discord, and yeah, man. Then we have who else in here? Brandon Brock. Man, that's the comment of the night right there.
No, it's not.
Team Pepsi.
No, it's not.
FTW.
Brandon, don't bring that in here. Team Pepsi for the win.
Oh, I thought it was meant something else. Blank the world. For the win, I think that's better. Let's see. Then we have Carrie in there. How do I sit in that passenger seat? I thought you were already in the passenger seat.
Yeah, she's the real life co-pilot. She's talking about in the sim.
She said, or Brandon Brock, I like starting high and cutting low off the corner in the trucks here. And then Phantom 79. What did we say about Pepsi? All right. Brian Zemer and Litweiler still going at it here. Kind of a second gap. I'm looking to see if there's any more action on the track at the moment. Not really seeing any, so let's run through your top 10. Brian Zemer on the fresher tires with that strategy call. He's in first place. Terry Litweiler working on lap traffic of Charles Wilson. He's in second place. The Slap Wagons in third. Cale Peterson's in fourth. He's 11 seconds back from the leader. Eric Johnson, he's in fifth. Ryan Eberhard is in sixth place, and he's looking to try to get around Johnson. Adam Keene is in seventh. B-Dubs Welchel in eighth. Josh Newman, ninth. The serial killer back here in 10th. Ronnie
Hey,
Welchel.
Stinfley,
Sorry.
pit road.
Oh, that's early. Maybe he didn't need that. 36th, and now he's good. Ronnie Welchel in 11th. Anthony Bennett, 12th. And Jason Anderson, 13th. Charles Wilson in the back and 14th. He's 2 laps down. Stinfley on pit road.
With tires.
Zemer out front. Let's see. Stinfley's a lap down now. He's probably going to be out here to say, I'm going to keep an eye on his lap times. Oh, Bennett coming to pit road. Keep an eye on his lap times. I wonder if he's going to save his stuff a little bit for these 2 drivers to go in and pit.
Yeah, he's going to be down a lap for quite a while. About another 12 to 15 laps.
She said, I want to be the sim car. That's what you should build right there in that sim room you got. Build a little sidecar. Brandon Brock should have a dirt race in these cars with as much as they can slide around. That would be fun. Litweiler gaining on Zemer here, closing the gap.
Anthony Bennett off of pit road.
Newman and Dubs back here battling it out. Adam Keene on pit road now.
Man, with this short pit, and I think Stinfley kind of just created some chaos. Now a lot of people are short pitting.
It's genius though, if you think about it, because you got to go a
Yeah,
stint
you're not wrong.
without the taking tires. So if you can run, run it out one, and then run like what he run, like 20 laps maybe, if that.
Yeah,
And
18.
then because he got 32, so that's 64. So he's going to be right there at the cutoff for the.
Man, look at
fuel.
you with the math. You've been practicing.
Hey man, hooked on phonics, bro.
That's right. Not a lot of people remember Hooked on Phonics.
I was thinking about that. I remember like a lot of old school stuff,
Well, I can't do Common Core math. Just ask my children.
Yes.
Something just doesn't add up.
Litweiler looking to get around him. He's closed the gap, and then he fell off in the center, but he's going to probably gain that back on the exit. Phantom 79 from back in the 90s, 1900s. Oh, come on. You don't need any tips or tricks from Chase. I think you're getting it all on your own. LOL.
Hey, we'll see, Miss Stinfley. Man, I'd like to run the Bristol race with these cars just to see how I do.
Now they're coming up to lap traffic here. Let's see if this plays a factor for the battle for the lead. This is Zemer and Litweiler going around Ronnie Welchel.
Zemer gets he drives it in just a little too much. Lets Litweiler get to the inside of him.
And Litweiler going to go around, possibly.
Yeah, he's clear. Zemer lets out a little bit.
Thought he was going to look for the crossover. Terry Litweiler, your new leader.
Yeah, I think Zemer burned his stuff up just a little bit early, trying to get around Stinfley.
Says Bristol will be fun and interesting. Definitely hop in if you can for a couple laps. Oh yeah. The 28 in the wall. Anderson, he's having all sorts of problems with that car right now, right in front of the leader. He's got damage.
You
on
see
it.
Brian Zemer. He throttled up really quickly, trying to get around him on the exit.
Don't look now, but here comes the slap wagon. He's trying to get his lap back the old-fashioned way before these drivers go pit. That answers my question. He ain't saving nothing.
Oh, no.
You see him right there just come into the screen, into the picture. He's not too far back. But he is a lap down. But as soon as these drivers
He'll
pit,
grab it. He'll get it back the hard way.
we probably got another 3 or 4 laps on this set of tires here for these leaders. Dale
thing is,
Peterson
Dustin,
up to 3rd.
The thing is, Dustin, so he may get his lap back right here. But do you think Litweiler and Ziemer's going to take tires this stint?
I mean, I think they almost have to and hope for a caution.
Yeah, but they won't have another set left for the end of the race. 'Cause
Or-
they've already taken a set.
Yeah, or they do what he did. Don't take tires. And
Yeah,
then short
well,
pit.
If that's the case, the roles are going to be reversed this time.
I don't think they're going to have enough for him. And there comes the 71. Ziemer is going to continue to run. Stifley right behind him.
Oh yeah, Stifley is on a mission.
Stifley underneath, getting his lap back. Now you'll see
The hard way.
Josh Newman out here. As soon as Ziemer pits, he could take the lead. Eric Johnson running the high line. Anderson's got that car back under control, and now he's on the low line.
Oh,
I say, as
28.
soon as I say that, he gets loose. Everhard on pit road. All right, Adam.
all right, Dustin.
We old, right? What was like one of
Well-
your childhood toys that they don't make anymore, but you used to have?
What is a childhood toy that they don't make anymore? Oof. Well, that's a tough one.
Nah, something that you used to have. Like, what was your go-to toy when you was a kid? I know that's many moons ago.
Man, Dustin, that's so long ago, buddy. I can't even think. Probably lawn darts.
Lawn darts?
Yeah.
I think they still make those.
Not the lawn dart. Not these lawn darts.
Newman coming in. Eric Johnson going to take the lead.
The lawn darts I'm talking about, Dustin, are the ones with the little spikes.
Oh, yeah, the metal spikes.
Yeah, how no child ever got impaled by those, I couldn't tell you.
That's a fun game, right? Out there,
Oh yeah,
family cookout, family drinking, and then they just start chucking them at each other. Eric Johnson slideways coming to pit road. Well, the usual suspect, Chase Stifley, gonna take the lead.
It looks like the 55 and the 53 are battling right now.
I want to see if Johnson takes tires or not here. Yes,
Oh,
he
he's
will
got
take
to.
tires.
Yes, he will.
Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah, he might not have taken them last time.
No, he didn't. He didn't take them. And Stifley didn't take them, but Stifley short pitted.
So, one of the little toys that I had when I was younger, And this is going to sound, I don't know if any of you out there remember this, but a light bright. You remember that?
Oh yeah, light bright.
You got like these little, like Christmas tree looking pegs, different colors.
Yeah.
And it
If anyone's ever seen Stranger Things, they had a light bright in that one.
Yeah. And then it would come with these little pieces of paper that had like R, G, B, Y, like different color coordinated things. You'd put it over there, and then you'd stick the little pieces of plastic through the paper and in the hole.
The colored pegs.
And it would light up, and then you'd have like a picture by the time it's all said and done. Carrie Stempley says, I loved my light bright. And you know what else? You know, this is weird. You know what else I used to carry around with me at all times when I was a kid? I'm talking like 5, 6 years old. Cabbage Patch Kid.
I was close. You know, my little neighborhood girlfriends had easy bake ovens. How I'm not 300 pounds, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, man. The good old days.
I definitely should have had childhood obesity.
Phantom 79 says, my name may imply how old I am. Yeah, I remember the light bright. We would lose those pets and just use the lights to make shadow puppets. Yeah, I think you meant pegs. Yeah.
Wow, he's that old that he made all he had was a shadow puppet.
He said we didn't have toys. We had lights and hands.
That's right.
Come get some. All right, this race is spread out. We are going to step away for our commercial break, and we'll be right back. You won't miss anything as we go side by side.
Would you like your advertisement on our stream? Reach out to us on Facebook. Now, let's get back to the action with Dustin and Adam.
All right, thanks for sticking around through that commercial break. We had another comment here. Carrie says, Cabbage Patch Kids freaked me out. My sister and I used to use the heck out of an easy bake oven. You know, we never got to use that, but I didn't know what they were. Actually, I think we had one from a garage sale, but we didn't know how to use it, and obviously we didn't have no little food for it or anything, so. I think they still make those. Cale Peterson, the last car on the lead lap at the moment. Eric Johnson back here getting his lap back from Stempley. See how well the tire advantage is, but he's got his work cut out for him. He needs to get all the way back around the track. Stempley has an 8-second lead over Brian Zemer. And Terry Litweiler.
But Zemer's also 0.6 of a lap faster than Stempley.
Yeah, he is.
Well, but Zimmer's gonna consume that time and the lead here in just a couple of laps. Stempley's really running hard right now because he's got to pit in a couple of laps, so you might
big moment for Brian
B-Dub,
Welchel.
yeah, B-Dub's in the wall.
Zimmer still 8 seconds behind. Terry Litweiler out there is just cruising. He's faster. But right now, fastest on the track is Ryan Eberhard and Eric Johnson.
Yeah, it looks like Ryan Eberhard. He just pitted about 4 laps ago. He's all alone too. Clean air. Let's see where Eric Johnson is. He's running 6th. He is a lap. Well, he's almost a lap down.
See, we seen him do this in the race the other night where he would go down to the apron. Right now you see him working on Cale Peterson.
'91 pitting this time. Oh, Cale Peterson really loose on the exit.
'91 in. This could be his last stop of the night.
Yeah, I think it will be. I mean, it's 32 to go. He's gonna be pushing it.
Litweiler and Keene also on pit road. Man, Litweiler might be able to jump out here. I don't know. Did he take tires on both his first stops? There goes Stempley. He gone.
So looks like
No tires, just fuel.
wow.
Did he get a hold penalty? He seems like he's on there forever.
Yeah, he is. He's up to 20 seconds. Yeah, looks like got a hold. Too fast entering.
That puts Brian Zimmer back out front. He's got a 20-second lead right now. I don't know if he's sitting on tires or not, but he might think about early pitting if he can make that fuel window, get that out of the way. But we'll see what
Yeah,
his strategy is.
he can definitely make the fuel window now. We've got 29 to go. So there will be no doubt that these guys will be able to make it if they pit right now.
Well, Drew Kuhn up to 4th place, but he's coming to pit road. That'll cycle things around a little bit more. Brian Welchel now up to 4th. He's a lap down at the moment. We still need to see Zimmer, Johnson, Peterson pit.
99's pitting in this time.
Drew Kuhn over the line, has to back it up.
Ooh, that's terrible.
I don't think he realized it right away either. So that'll cost him a little bit of time.
Yeah, it'll cost him a couple seconds. All right, looks like Eric Johnson, he is picking up some time on Brian Zimmer. Not a whole lot, though. They're on the same pit run, pit strategy, too. But they're definitely going to have to pit.
Chase Stempley a half second faster. Josh Newman down pit road.
.55 pitting in this time. And then it's between Eric Johnson and Chase Stempley, which Johnson, he is going to have to pit again. He cannot make it to the end.
Well, and we've been caution free this whole race. 90 laps, folks. .28 coming down pit road. That's Jason Anderson. Zemer coming out of pit lane. How about Ronnie Welchel up 4 spots in 5th?
Glad to see Mr. Ronnie having a good solid run this week.
Yeah. Adam Keene out. He's got fresh tires. 25 laps to go. Eric Johnson out in the lead at the moment. He's only got a 7-second gap between him and Stempley. Stempley closing that gap hard, though.
Yeah, he's a whole second faster than Johnson. But like I said, Johnson, he is going to have to pit again. He's within 10 laps of having to pit.
All right, I got to know, chat, who out here to you guys has the best paint scheme? Right now we're looking at Eric Johnson and his interstate batteries, or interstate car. I don't know if it's batteries or not. That's just an assumption. Chase Stempley's slap wagon, the Crystal Pepsi. I was talking about that the other day. Crystal Pepsi, come on. I know, Adam. Disgusting, right?
No comment.
I was
I'm
gonna
not
say,
going to win the. I'm not going to win
wrong.
the argument. There's
It's
more
delicious.
Pepsi. There's more Pepsi, guys. There's more Pepsi people in the chat than there are Coke.
Well. Look who decided to join us. Ben Smith in the chat. Ben's a 0X driver. He got 5th place the other night in his NIS run. Congratulations, Ben. And he says, no 0X drivers? Nope, not in this league, brother. We need to get some 0X flavor out here, but I don't know if any of the boys can keep up, man. Chase Stempley's a monster. Eric Johnson's a monster. Welchel, also a great driver. Like, all these guys are good. And I don't think our 0X drivers could manage this car the way that these drivers do.
All right, here comes the 18 and the 57, both on pit road. And Stempley drives right on by.
Brandon Brock, Pepsi Zero Sugar is solid. Yes, sir. That's what's in my glass right now. I say glass, but it's a koozie. Hashtag black cans. All right, Ben. Get that comment deleted one time.
Coca-Cola all day long, buddy.
No, sir.
That is right.
If you guys
That
in the
is right.
chat, if I got any fans out there, go ahead and give Ben a hard time for me. Boo this man.
Well, I appreciate that, Timmy. He's on my side.
Timmy, get out of here, man. Come on.
No, don't be mean to the viewers.
No, it's all in fun. They know it. Brandon Brock, you guys remember that Mutant Energy a few years ago? It was Monster mixed with Mountain Dew. I vaguely remember it. I'm going to have to look it up, though. Chase
I'm not
Stempley,
a,
15-second lead.
Timmy said we could settle it on the figure 8 track.
How'd that work out for you last week?
I don't know. I heard they treated you pretty badly.
Yeah, man, they roughed me up pretty good. They
Yeah,
had
you learned
no
your
respect
lesson.
for the broadcaster on track.
No, you won't be going back. They abused you too much.
I'm going to have to sit this week out for sure. Ben says, I used to drink Surge years ago. We were talking about that the other night, too. Surge was one of my favorites. Even though it is a Coke product, it was one of my favorites. And then Carrie says, I'm more of a Sprite person. That's okay,
Well,
because Sprite is better
Dustin-
than the Sierra Mist.
Yeah, so me and my brother-in-law, back in 2007, 2008, used to play a game called Halo.
I'm
And-
familiar.
We destroyed like a 24-pack can of Mountain Dew
Dang.
in a weekend. You talk about a sugar rush. I don't even think we slept that weekend. That was good times, man.
Listen, did you see that in the chat? Phantom79 says, true story. They actually banned Crystal Pepsi at his high school because people came in with vodka instead of Pepsi.
Yes, Ben. Halo, Surge, and Doritos. Well, we were poor back then, so we did Little Caesars $5 pizzas. We'd get a couple of boxes or 3 boxes of that and a 24-pack can of Mountain Dew. And man, that's what we lived on the weekends. And I'm sure if me and my brother-in-law tried to do that now, we'd both be in the hospital with cardiac arrest.
14 laps to go. The race is winding down. Stinfley, the usual suspect, out front in the slap wagon. Brian Zimmer in second. He's got his work cut out for him. 16 seconds back. Adam Keene in third. And Cale Peterson, a lap down, is in fourth. Eric Johnson also a lap down in fifth. Yeah, all these drivers got their work cut out for them. I'm sure they'd love to see a caution. Everyone except for Chase Stinfley. To the chat we go. Carrie says that she's going to be driving in the Sunday Fun Day race this week. You know what? We should broadcast that.
Yes, we should.
I'm telling you, it's hilarious.
Yo, Eric Johnson bullied me pretty badly in that Sunday Fun Day 2 weeks ago.
Oh, they beat up on me. Only because I was out leading, and that's how it works over there. If you're the leader, you're the target.
That's right.
We go.
I led for 1 lap.
Johnson
minutes,
getting
and I
his
was
lap
dead.
back. Cale Peterson cooking. He gets a little slideways on entry.
Yeah, these two guys are racing for position, the 18 and 99. So they were trying to get their lap back and fight for position.
And the battle rages on.
But Cale's got to know, 11 laps to go. Johnson's not going to give it to him easily.
He said, y'all just missed the wreck, but no caution. 53 myself. Let me go look here. Let's take a look real quick. Here it is. It didn't even show up as a wreck. 53 getting some tail slappies. And he goes around, gets a little bit of help from Drew. That's not terrible. I'm wondering why that didn't cause a caution, but probably because it happened off track.
It didn't pop up on my screen that there was contact or a 4X.
Ben says, dude, we had a place here called 4-Star Pizza for $15. You get the general, and it was like 32 slices. Sheesh. Yeah, I miss old school pizza places back in the day. You know, Friday nights, the family, you go to Pizza Hut, you get a pizza, you play the video games. Old school. What y'all know about Book It?
No clue.
Lying
Never
to
heard
your
of it.
parents, saying that you read the book, but you didn't, and then they signed it so you could get the free pizza.
Oh yeah.
Chase Stinfley, 8 laps to go. Y'all stick around. He's cooking up here. Johnson, Peterson still battling it out. No, they're not. I take that back. But Peterson right in front of Stinfley. Stinfley don't even need to push it. He can just coast. He's got time to pull over and have himself a Pepsi.
Eberhard heading to pit road right now.
No damage. It's probably just for fuel.
Yeah, it's just for fuel.
Ben says Pizza Hut was his first job. Brandon Brock. I used to participate in a game called Release the Hounds. One guy would get a 10-lap head start, and they would release everybody, and then whenever the lead changed, they were the new target. That's kind of what it's like Sunday nights in the Sunday Funday series. Timmy said they got a local pizza place that's got a 24-inch pizza called the Hurricane, and it's only $25, so that can feed a few people. Yeah, it'd definitely feed me. I bet I could probably eat that by myself. I love me some pizza.
I eat way less now because I'm a dad, and I've got children that are growing like weeds, and they eat more than me. You know, the wife will cook. She'll cook the pizza, and I can only get 2 slices, and they get the rest.
Well, I hope you're a dad, so I hope you're enforcing the dad tax.
Yeah, I know, right?
You got to. Like, anytime we go to, like, my daughter sometimes wants to get McDonald's. I might not be in the mood, so she gets it. But, you got to get that couple fries. That's a dad tax.
Yeah, give me the fries. Oh, I do that. Like, we'll be on a road trip, and next thing you know, my kids see my hand. My arm goes backwards.
They know.
At the driver's seat. Give me some of them Sour Patch Kids.
Time to pay up.
Twizzlers. I want Twizzlers.
She's used to it now. I buy her some candy or something. She's like, "Here, Dad, I know."
Well, last night I took one of my daughter's popcorn chickens, and I'm like, literally, you got 20 popcorn chickens on your plate. I take one, and she just freaks out.
Oh,
that's
it's a
my
huge
popcorn
deal.
chicken. Yeah,
That's when you go to the freezer and get her another one, give it to her cold.
that's right. I was like, that's my popcorn chicken.
All right, we'll get to
All
these
right,
chats here
back
in a
to the
moment. We got 2 laps to go. Chase Stinfley out front, just putting on a clinic as usual. I don't think anyone can hang with this stuff in these Gen 4s. We're going to have him starting on pit road soon. Chase Stinfley looking at the white flag this time by.
Maybe the serial killer Drew Kuhn will take him out.
Yeah.
At the white. Get him.
Gone. Turn up the heat, boys.
Yeah, make him do them donuts early.
Well, Tuesday night he ran the donut truck. Tonight he did not, but he's still turning the donut light on. Mr. Chase Stinfley wins at Nashville Superspeedway.
Served hot and fresh.
Chase Stinfley going to get all the love, but while he gets the love, let's go back and look at the chat real quick. Said, I currently work at Domino's. Have for about 2.5 years. All these Coke products. Boo that. But tell me, Brandon, what's that stuffed crust pizza like, that new one? Carrie Stinfley says, my toddler at 1 year old would eat 10 chicken nuggets and adult-sized handful of fries. Man, come on. Phantom 79, my kids have to have pineapple on their pizza, so I pass. What? Pineapple's okay on pizza. Ben says, falling asleep. Hope to race with y'all soon. Man, it's only 9 o'clock. I know it's like 10 o'clock your time, but
You gotta have that pineapple on that juicy pie. Yeah.
sometimes, not all
I'm
the
not.
time.
I'm not a fan of the pineapple on the pizza.
Well, everybody, we came out tonight. Chase Stimpley started near the back. He moved up 10 spots and drove a phenomenal race, and that is your winner. Send it or end it, and he sent it, but he did not end it. And we went start to finish once again here in the Outcast League with no cautions. Eric Johnson says, no burnouts today. Not yet. Turn it on one time. Oh, I need to get a donut light. I will get a donut light on here to flash for everybody that
Yeah, I
wins.
sent that. I sent that donut light.
I'll make one. I gotta make one. One that doesn't say Krispy Kreme. It's gonna say like Outcast or something.
That would work.
Well, let's go back here. And we'll put it in slow-mo like we do. And we will get your third place driver in here for the interview. Adam, if you want to go ahead and bring Eric in and go ahead and lead the interview off, and I'll mess around with this all these buttons over here.
Eric Johnson.
Eric, it's Dustin and the and the Adam
And the Adam.
and the Adam. Can you hear us? I see your mic's muted.
I got you guys. How we doing?
We're cutting
Doing
it up,
good,
having a
my
good
buddy.
time.
Hey,
Man, what a clean race, huh?
yeah, look at this. Another top 3 finish from
Yeah, we
Eric
eked it out.
Johnson.
We eked it out. I'm wondering if Brian was having to save a little bit of fuel right there.
You
Or what
barely
if-
got him, yeah.
But yeah, we eked that one out. We thought we were gonna finish 4th or 5th. Once again, we played the kind of hoping on a late caution, save a little tire, have some for him, but man, we're just gonna have to play the green flag game.
Yeah, he's a handful out there. I think you just need to wreck him.
Well, I mean, we've done that, but that don't help me. Like-
No,
Well, yeah, no,
man.
you can't do that. I'll call you out.
Yeah, you'll call me out. See, I can't be having that.
Look, Eric Johnson did it intentionally.
You gotta have it.
No, we can't. Chase was on it, man. He dropping the green flag. He just started ripping, and I was like, man, should I follow him up through there, or should I just save a bit? Well, next time we're just gonna follow him up through there.
I was worried that his tires were gonna go fast, but he's just so good at driving such a loose car.
Yeah, he's a wheelman.
Yeah, it's insane.
But the way these tires kind of fall off, once they get to the suck point, they just kind of stay at the same suck point, even if it's 10, 15, 20 extra laps on it. So if you can play the window right and, you push it and you get to that suck point at the right time, like Chase has been hitting it, dead on, and he's been able to keep the times throughout the whole run.
Whew. Adam, you're supposed to be leading this interview. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So yeah, we were noticing that after about 15 or so laps, the times would just, they would continue to fall off, and then after about 15 laps or so, the times would just stay consistent until you hit that pit stop cycle and got those fresh tires. So yeah, I understand where you're coming from with that.
Yeah, so like your fresh tires are nice and all, but they really didn't last as long as you thought they would until everything kind of evened out here.
No, they
Nashville was
did.
just it was a cheese grater.
Yep. I mean, you really had to, as soon as you got your first tires, get a couple laps in, let the tire pressure come up, and then you guys were gone. You used them up as quickly as you know, as you could, and then they just fade off, and you'd run 31/8 for 20 laps, and
Yep.
then boop, time to pit again.
Yep, that's what I was feeling. And so we got to play that. We got to go back and look at that, and that's got to really play into the strat because typically the fall off kind of continues, but with these Gen 4s, it seems like it gets to a point and it just sits flat, and you can't really gain any more time with your new tires as much as you thought.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
All
definitely.
right. Well,
It definitely looked like a handful out there
yeah,
tonight. Have you tested any at Bristol for next week's race?
that's what I was about to ask.
I have not yet.
I'd be
Usually
cu-
pretty lazy
I'd
on
be curious to
getting.
see how these cars do on that because it's gonna. I think the key to that will be tire management and throttle management on exit. At
I
least
think
in
you're
these
absolutely right.
cars.
The one good thing we got going, it is a night race, so track temp should be down compared to what we've been dealing with this week. It was sunny and blistering out there.
Yeah, it's but it's fun to watch. I'll tell you that. I envy you guys. Hats off to you guys for being able to keep that car underneath of you. I know if I was out there, y'all would have had at least 4 cautions.
I mean, they say they're easy to wreck by yourself. I mean, you wreck them in the corner on the straightaway, like just got to be on it. Hats off to the boys again. I mean, another 115 laps, just green flag, and that's not easy to do, man. Anybody runs any official races, you go run a Gen 4 official race, and I mean, if you ran at Iowa, I don't know if it was last week, they were averaging like 10 yellow flags a race. I mean,
Mm.
the, these guys, you can't say enough about them.
Yeah, the racecraft is there, the sportsmanship's there, and it's just man, a good group of
Yeah.
guys here.
If the official guys want to come in and look and see how racing's done, they need to come to Outcast.
I appreciate that. I think we really focus on building more of a community than just a league of drivers here. We want these guys to feel like they got a little bit of a home, some friends, and get everybody to show up every week and just have fun. And it seems like it's going in the right direction.
Absolutely. Once again, great showing again tonight, Eric. It's fun watching you. Pleasure calling for you guys. And you know what time it is. You've been in the booth with us many times this season already. Third place finish tonight. The floor is yours.
All right. Well, we got that sweet pinnacle wrap on the car tonight, as you can see in that old black and gold, kind of looking like Smokey and the Bandit out there. So we got to thank Drew for wrapping us up. We got to thank you guys, Adam, Dustin, putting in time. I mean, everybody only sees it during the live broadcast, but we're DMing and Discord many nights throughout the week. You guys are putting in so much work, and we appreciate that. And I know that I like going back and rewatching these, and I'm pretty sure a lot of the other guys sit down with their family, their wives, kids, whatever, and everybody gets a good kick out of going back and watching these and the way you guys been calling them. And Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, for sponsoring us and helping us out and all that good stuff. And the Outcast boys, once again, they put on, keeping it clean, 115 laps. Best in the business.
Definitely out there. Definitely out there showing that you're the best in the business. So very nice, very great, very great, great run tonight. And I will see you guys Sunday night for the Sunday Fun Day.
Yeah, that's right. And anybody listening, if you're in this league and you haven't come out to a Sunday Fun Day yet, I'm telling you, you're missing out. Come hang out with the boys, smash up some cars. It's a whole different vibe. We run figure eight, and the real winner is who can get the most X's. So you take that how you will, and come out and have some fun.
And you get a chance to beat up on the broadcaster.
That's right. You get a chance to beat up on everybody, whoever.
Oh, yeah. Well, pleasure talking to you, Eric, and I'll be hollering at you later.
Hey, once again, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys and everything you do. Have a
No
good night.
problem. You too. See ya. There you go. There's Eric Johnson, your third place finisher. Pleasure to talk to you as usual. And then we have Adam Keene is your second place winner or finisher, but I don't see him in here, so I don't think we're going to be able to get to interview him. We'll have to make him
Doesn't look like it.
a highlighted driver next week just to talk to him. But you know what that means? We get to talk to the Donut Man.
Oh, Simply Stimfly.
Mr. Chase Stimpley, it's Dustin and Adam in the booth, man. How you feeling?
I am stoked. I fall more and more in love with these Gen 4 cars the more acquainted I get with them.
Yeah, watching you out there is just you definitely got great racecraft, and we were on board with you. It just you make it look easy. Like when the car is starting to get loose, you got like a great feel for the car. You're constantly moving your hands, catching that car as it's sliding, and it's just very impressive.
Yeah, man, that's what I struggle with the trucks. That's what I was talking about a couple weeks ago. The trucks seem just so planted to the ground that it's hard to communicate what the car needs, and you know what I'm saying. You give it what it wants or what it needs to go fast, but if it's just stuck, you're just burning the rubber off of it. These you can throw wheel into it, use some of your front tires, or you can throw some throttle into it and use your rears to get through the corners. You know, you give her a little throttle and she kicks a little sideways. When your fronts are getting overheated or they start to go away, you start using that right foot to get her to rotate. And I really enjoy these cars. I've never really messed with them before we decided to run them for this season. I'm really glad we did. Having a great time, not just because you know the race results, but it's great racing too. A lot of strategy. There's a ton of different strategies out there today, which was probably pretty neat to see from the bird's eye view.
Yeah, I was worried that you weren't going to have enough fuel on the last run, but you proved me wrong. Is you pitted lap 32 on your first stop, and then you short pitted you didn't take tires. I don't think you took tires on the first stop, and then you short pitted like around lap 52, 54, somewhere around there, and then tires again, I'm assuming, and then tires the last stop.
Yeah, that's correct. It was just a splash and go that first stop, and I kind of burnt my tires up knowing that I was going to short pit that second stint. So I wanted to get through and try to get out front as best as I could and build that gap so I could have a little buffer when I, with the Outcast, you're going to have green flag pit stops. That's just the way. That's just the way we're rolling, man, which is cool because it's definitely an art. You see how loose these cars are in the groove on the sticky stuff, but when you're getting down on the apron where all that gravel is and everything, and there's no rubber to be seen anywhere, it is it's a slippery little deal into pit road. So I wanted to build that gap as much as I could, and I didn't prove you wrong. I'm going to tell you, I was short on fuel, but that last stint, I was just keeping an eye on the gap, and I was watching what I think it was Brian, maybe. I forget who it was that was in second. I was just matching their lap time so the gap wouldn't shrink. And I was saving as much as I could, just letting off and coasting, clutching. And just trying to manage that. So once I went into the green, it was pedal down again.
And you talked about how green these races go. So with knowing that, how much practice are you putting into getting on and off pit road, and how much of a factor is that?
It is probably, it competes with even having raw speed. You can gain seconds of track time if you have a halfway, not even a super fast, but just a very controlled, consistent. You're not sliding all over the place and coming in out of control. If it's nice and smooth and consistent each pit stop during the green, then you can really cut into a lead or build a lead just from being consistent and not pushing it too far. You know what I mean? But as far as running the practice, I know I do a handful of them throughout the practice. I'll run the tires. I try to do I try to do a full, at least one full stint, so you know what you feel like with new tires, and then you can feel like the drop off, get a feel for it, and then at the end of your long run, that's when you try to simulate your green flag pit stop because you're on old tires and an empty tank and stuff. So it's the best time to simulate that for the race.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's a big difference going on pit road with fresh tires than it is with going on there with worn tires, especially once you get down there on that apron. So, um, when
That's exactly right, man. Yeah, tons more grip. So you might actually do more damage than good practicing with new tires rather than old tires. You know,
so
because then you're not expecting what the old tires are going to feel like, and you overshoot it.
so how would you recommend someone to practice on that? Would you recommend getting in your own session, running, say like 30 laps or so, get some tire wear, and then using the active reset, or just drive through the pit and then come around a couple more laps and then keep doing it that
Yeah,
way?
that's exactly yeah, when I was first practicing, you know, the kind of the rhythm or the process of getting multiple simulated green flag pit stops, all you got to do is just drive through the pits, just make sure you have enough fuel. They don't have to be like dead worn out tires, but you want to be on the back half of the long run. Maybe leave yourself 5 laps of fuel left in your black box display there, and then yeah, you come down pit road, you hit your speed limit, and then you just drive straight through, and then take another lap. Bada bing, bada boom.
Very great information, because I'm gonna have to start practicing that too, because that's one of my nemesis is getting on pit road with old tires. I tend to spin out quite a bit.
Oh yeah, man, you got to take into consideration that the tank's empty too, so you don't have all that weight in the back end keeping you grounded. You know, so she'll get all fishtailed, and then yeah, you got worn out tires on top of it. It's a recipe for disaster. But like I said, if you don't got to be the fastest, but if you can do it consistently and you're fully in control, um, you're you're going to catch those guys that are pushing it all the way to the limit, because you can only do that consistently so many times before you make a big boo boo, and then that's when you're winning races on pit road.
Oh yeah, Adam, what do you got for the donut guy?
Man, another phenomenal performance. And I'm not sure, but I think this is the furthest gap you've put on these guys to date.
Oh,
It
that'd be
was
at the
like
road
20,
course.
yeah,
Oh
probably.
yeah,
I'm talking
yeah,
about,
man.
yeah, oval wise. Yeah, it was a slobber knocker. And I want to know, did you do more slapping or more tickling this time?
Oh, dude, if this was a public race, I'd say slap, but all these guys out there are my boys. So it's all tickle, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
We give the boys the love at the Outcast Motorsports iRacing League, man. They're a badass crew. I mean, you go, what we do, 115 laps, right?
That's
You know,
right.
and
Yeah.
man, that track was hot too. I love that these guys set up these sessions to run hot. Not to add on, not to keep droning on, but if you do set up your own session to simulate, you know, tire wear and stuff, make that stuff as hot as you can get it, because those are the worst conditions on trying to save your rubber. Is when it's hot and greasy, and so, you know, you get a moderate temperature track, and it's going to feel like easy breezy. But if you practice with the crappiest conditions, then everything else is going to seem easy to you.
Great advice.
Very good advice. And man, you've been in the booth with us. It's always fun. What do you say again? Something and firm slaps.
Oh yeah, 2 feet and a heartbeat, and we're above ground, and yeah, handing out firm slaps and good vibe and all the love. Yeah, from the big man upstairs. You know, golden rule, baby.
That's right. Well, buddy, floor is yours for all your shout outs and sponsors and anything else you want to throw in at us.
Awesome, man. First off, yeah, thanking everybody out there on the track, all the admins that put a lot of hours putting all this stuff together. And just like right after this, we're gonna all jump in the incident report and walk through everything and make sure everybody's taken care of. And advice, yeah, that's where we pass around all the advice or the pointers and stuff like that, which is really cool. Just shows how tight of a group of guys and guys that are willing to make this thing last by really meaning what they say when they want to make people better. So yeah, all those guys out there, all the admins and everything, you guys up in the booth, man. I love watching these replays over just to hear the joke. You guys, I know I say it every time, but you guys really do keep it light. It's a really good deal that you guys got, and you're adding stuff. You guys are getting more comfortable with all the names and everything, so you guys are nice and loose up there, man. It makes it really fun to watch, and it's pretty cool to be a part of it. Huge shout out to Drew Kuhn of Pinnacle Wraps. Dude, he keeps us looking slick. And if you look good, you feel good, and if you feel good, you're driving good. Come on. And if you're driving a Pinnacle Wrap, you're driving distinction, baby, because you're gonna pop out there on track and then victory lane. And then let's see. Yeah. I think that's it.
I think so. Amen, man. He nailed it. Yeah, man, fun watching you. We look forward to next week, seeing how you fare at Bristol, but you're the points leader in this series. It's going to be hard for these guys to catch you winding down, getting close to that playoff chase.
I know every one of them will keep the heat. That's the fun thing about it. Racing's racing, things happen, so it's all about consistency. So we're just going to keep our heads down and keep chugging away at it and giving it all we got.
Heck yeah, brother. All right, well, fun talking to you as usual. Hope you have a great weekend. Hopefully you can join us Sunday for the Sunday Fun Day. I wouldn't mind getting in there and banging doors with you. Actually, I think you said your wife's going to do it.
Oh, hey, we might get Mrs. Slap and Tickle in there. Can I get an amen on that? That'd be all right.
Yes, right? I said
Yeah,
we're
dude,
going to have to broadcast one of those too.
Dude, now we're talking. Because those are, they are freaking hilarious from the drop of the green flag. They're so fun. And I think that's why another reason why we're able to keep it so clean is we get it all out of our system on Sundays.
Well, I tell you what, if she ends up running Sunday, I will talk to Eric, and maybe you could join us in the booth and we could just cut it up and broadcast it all and have a good old time.
You get a hold of Eric, man.
I'd do it free of charge.
You got
too.
me. Oh, amen, man. Yeah, I'd love to come up there and cut up with you guys, dude. That'd be awesome.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if we can put that together, man. I'll holler at you in the Discord. And again, man, have a great start to the weekend, and hopefully we see you Sunday.
Awesome. Thanks, you guys. Yeah, Dustin, Adam, you guys kill it. So appreciate you guys. And yeah, we'll see you Sunday. Come on.
All right, brother. See ya. Chase Stimpley,
Later,
everybody, your winner of tonight's race. While we were doing that, we did have Adam Keene join. That is your second place finisher. So let's holler at Adam. Adam, Dustin, and Adam also in the booth. How's it going, man?
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good,
man.
buddy.
Heck of a drive for you tonight. Some great strategy calls. Got you up 6 positions there at the end. And you finished second. I think this is our first time talking to you in the booth and on the podium.
Yeah. First time. Happy to be here. We felt pretty good. My crew chief was one of my good friends, and I thought we had a pretty good plan as long as it stayed green the whole time. And how these guys have been racing, these last 4 or 5 races or whatever. We kind of expected to stay green at least later on. If we thought there was going to be yellow. We thought it'd be early on, if anything.
Oh, yeah. Now, that paint, too, that you got out there, it's signature. You're running it each and every week. It's a great-looking paint scheme. Did you throw that together, or did you just find it on Trading Paints?
No, I just kind of found it. I liked it. I kind of like the Nike paints and just kind of wanted to run with it.
Yeah, it looks great on track, especially in the sunlight. What else, Adam? Or Mr. Glatfelter, I should say. That way we don't confuse anybody. What else we got?
Man, hey, you had a solid run, man.
Yeah,
I'm happy you finally got a podium. I mean, you've been fast all season.
I just, yeah, I'm still learning the car, still learning ovals, and my consistency I know is not quite there. I know I can get a couple of laps together, but it's just, streaming together. Like, and just kind of watching some of the previous races of Eric and Chase and kind of just seeing what they do, trying to implement some of those things and just trying to stay consistent while saving tires. Because I know that first race I ran, I just had no real idea how to save those tires, and this one I feel like I did a really good job of it.
Well, this one you nailed that strategy perfectly. So,
I
I
appreciate
mean,
it.
you had really fast pace the whole time, and your fall off was about the same as the leaders the entire run.
Yeah, it was good. I'm just celebrating here with a Coke, which is definitely better than Pepsi.
Yeah, get it, son.
All right, somebody mute this guy.
But no, I think you guys do a great job. Definitely want to shout out to you guys in the booth. How you guys handle things. Very professional, very good crew. Fun to watch the streams, and just a shout out to Eric and the guys at Outcast for inviting me and having such a great league. My first true league, being a part of an iRacing, and really enjoy it so far.
Yeah, man, I'm sure the guys and we appreciate you coming out and racing and giving it your all, and it's showing, man. You're improving out here, and I think you're going to be a contender as we move forward.
Oh yeah,
Appreciate it.
the guys in Outcast, I guarantee you are happy to have you. I mean, you're fast, clean. You have a lot of give and take and a lot of uh sportsmanship out there. I mean, it really shows week in and week out.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. I try my best. As a coach in other sports, you try to have that sportsmanship in all our assets of your life. So
Yes, sir. And so how we do it, I'm sure since you say you watch the broadcast, you know how it goes. We talk to you, we holler at you, and then we turn it over to you for anybody you want to shout out that may be watching or sponsors or anything like that.
just honestly, you guys in Outcast, pretty awesome group. I guess my shout out to my crew chief, Kevin Pavicic. Got him to kind of do it. Been trying to get him to jump the league, but he's a little intimidated by the Gen4 vehicles.
I don't blame him.
They're tough, man. They're tough.
They are tough to tackle, but I feel like if you can get a grasp on these cars, you can drive anything on iRacing.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know. I love them. I love how slippery they are and the power behind them. It's been fun.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate it. Next week at Bristol, how do you feel about that?
Oh God, Richmond, I definitely struggled. Part of it was just the inconsistency. So I'm hoping I can get some practice in this week and just stay in the lead lap. That's gonna be my goal. Just stay in the lead lap.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes. There'll be a lot of door banging and rubbing, and maybe, man, if we can go caution free there, that's gonna be wild.
No doubt, no doubt. Excited for it though.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Well, hats off to you for a second place finish tonight, the best one of the season for you so far. We look forward to next week. And yeah, man, I hope you have a great weekend. And maybe you can come out and join these guys for Sunday Fun Day.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I gotta get the kid to let me do it. I got a 5-year-old, so he keeps bothering me on Sundays. So we'll see what I can do. I hear it's a blast.
It is, but family first as always, and then racing second, right? So.
Yep, that's right.
But yeah, man, congratulations again, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks. You guys have a good one.
You too, Adam. Well, Adam number 2, or I should say Gladfelter. Yeah.
Yes.
It's your turn, man. Shout outs.
Man, once again, gotta thank that old Dustin Rogerson. I gotta thank him for being by my side in this booth and during the week. We text back and forth a lot during the week to talk about things, upcoming things, team meetings, all that stuff. Man, communication's key, and you've definitely got it. So, hats off to you for being a good friend and a great co-host on this broadcast.
Oh yeah, man, I appreciate that. What else you got? Anyone else?
Yeah, my smoking hot wife, wherever she's at, she's left the chat. Literally. So got to thank her for being a co-pilot. on the sim and in real life. So
Yeah, without the ladies, we couldn't do it.
that's right.
Yes.
And that's it. That's all I got.
All right, before we get out of here, let's go over the results tonight. Your man, your winner, Chase Stimpley in the slap wagon. Adam Keene, that you just spoke to, in second. Eric Johnson in third. Excuse me. Brian Zemer in fourth. Cale Peterson in fifth. Brian B-Dubs Welchel in sixth. His dad, Ronnie, comes in seventh. Terry Litweiler in 8th, Anthony Bennett 9th, Ryan Eberhard in 10th, Josh Newman 11th, Charles Wilson in 12th, Jason Anderson in 13th, and unfortunate for Drew Kuhn, he got loose and we seen it there, and he finished in 14th. Well, everybody, I'd like to thank Outcast Motorsports for having us along, Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, all my teammates and friends at Zero X Media, and thanks to Adam, man. Thank you so much for joining me each and every week here. It's
my pleasure.
It's a blast, man.
My pleasure.
Like you said, man, we text back and forth through the week. We're in the Discord. We're chopping it up, man. We're just coming up with new ideas. Anybody out there, you got any new ideas you want to see on the stream, reach out to us on Facebook. Let me know, or drop a comment on the rewatch, and I'll see if I can't make it happen for you. Shout out to all these drivers for putting on one heck of a show week in and week out and going clean, green, and it makes it good for us in the booth to have stuff to talk about. And thanks to each and every one of you watching and everybody that drops a comment every week. It helps the broadcast out. It helps us have a little fun up here. And without you, it could be pretty boring, but you make it interesting. You know how we do it. The checkered flag came out a while ago, and now it's our turn. We'll see you next Tuesday night right here on Zero X Media and Design at 7:45. Take care, everyone.